Enterprise, this is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Farragut, offering assistance.
My name is James Tiberius Kirk of the United Federation of Planets.
This is Captain James Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Begin 30-second countdown.
And greetings everybody, and welcome to another JeSter Reviews. And today I'd like to bring you this year's winter event 2022 free ship, which is the Fek'ihri Byr'Jai. I think it's Byr'Jai Interceptor. Now, I'll be honest with you, if you can get past the fire in space, because there isn't fire in space really, is there? That would be difficult. But having said that, some of the later ships that we have floating bits, don't they? That are not attached to the ship, so anything goes in the Star Trek universe, including fire. Anyway, enough of this chit chat. I'm not normally a lover of the Fek'ihri ships, but this one I'm quite taken with, to be honest with you. And don't forget, you can still pick this ship up. You've still got time. 5th of January 2023 is when the winter event closes. So if you're a free-to-play player and you're wanting a free ship, then this is the ship for you. Well, it's free, so don't look a gift horse in the mouth, do you? Now, you won't do any tanking with this ship. It is what we call in the game a glass cannon. Very powerful ship. But like some boxers who I could mention, it can't take a punch, unfortunately. But it can certainly pack one. Now, looking at the design, I quite like it. Got lots of spiky things on it. You can't go wrong when you have spiky things. I often say that. Lots of spiky things means it looks a good ship. And if you believe that, you believe anything. But it does have a lot of spiky things on it, doesn't it? Yeah. So let's take a closer look at your Fek'ihri Byr'Jai Interceptor. At level 65 you'll have a hull of 40,500 with a hull modifier of 0.9, which is rather disappointing, but she is an interceptor after all. She has a shield modifier of 1 and her turn rate is 20. She has an impulse of 0.22 and her inertia rating is 80. Her bonus power is plus 10 to weapons and auxiliary power, and her bridge officer seating is as follows. You get a commander tactical station, a lieutenant tactical intel station, an ensign engineering station, a lieutenant commander science station, and a lieutenant commander universal stroke temporal operative seat. Her weapons are 5 to the front and 2 to the rear, and you can equip dual cannons. In addition, you get an experimental weapon slot and 2 device slots. Her consoles are as follows: 4 tactical, 2 engineering and 5 science. Her abilities include Portal of the Damned, and for those of you who are collecting Admiralty stats, you get 20 engineering, 53 tactical and 55 science. Now don't forget, if you actually upgrade your Fek'ihri Byr'Jai Interceptor to a T6-X, you'll get an extra universal console station and an extra device slot. So it's well worth considering, as it's free. So let's have a quick look at the build, shall we? Now this is a 5 weapons to the front and 2 to the rear. At the front, I've gone for anti-proton dual beam banks. So the first one being the Chronoton dual beam bank, which is a lobby item. I'm going for the hyper dual refracting anti-proton beam bank, which gives me a plus 2% bonus all damage, and it is part of a 3-piece set. Having said that, I'm only using just this one. I'm also using the dual overcharged Delphic anti-proton beam bank, which is also part of a set, and this is also a lobby item. And I'm using the 2-piece set on this. I'm using the Delphic distortion torpedo. And I'm using the fluidic anti-proton dual beam bank, and there's the second of the Delphic weapons, which is the Delphic distortion torpedo. Deflectors, Elite Fleet Intervention Protomatter Deflector, prevailing innovated impulse engines. I'm using the Terran Task Force Quantum Capacitor Warp Core in this build, and the Tilly's Review pending modified shield. And this is from your Discoveries tab. In the rear, I'm using the Advanced Thoron Infused Anti-Proton Beam Array, which is also part of a set. Whoops. But I'm only using this as just one piece. I could use the bioneural gel packs, but yeah, I'm not very keen. But you still get a 2% bonus all damage with this beam bank. I'm also using the Advanced Radiant Anti-Proton Beam Array, which is also giving me a 2% bonus all damage. Now, I won't go into the rest of the build, but if you would like to know what this build is, of course, just drop me a line below, and I'll be happy to let you know how I've put this together. Universal console. I've put the spinal mount plasma torpedo on there, and the console that comes with this ship is the Portal of the Damned, and that gives us a plus 28.5 armor penetration with weapons versus foes affected by damage over time. 28.5 Starship exotic particle generator, and it improves exotic damage. So that's quite interesting, isn't it, really? Given that it has a little bit of a science feel to it. With regards to the seatings, the stations, yeah, I would have liked to have had a Lieutenant Commander Intel station. Basically, that would have allowed me to go for surgical strikes, because I quite like surgical strikes on the Intel. But we do get a temporal ops station, a Lieutenant Commander temporal ops station. So that's not too bad as well, because that works very well with science builds. I'm not a particular fan of science builds, to be honest with you, but I'm getting there. Let's move back on to the statistics of this ship. I'll tell you what, we'll have a look at the traits first of all. So tier 1, you get a +5 accuracy rating. At tier 2, you get a +5 defense rating. At tier 3, you get a +10% kinetic and energy damage. And at tier 4, you get a +2.5 critical chance. That's not bad. That is not to be sniffed at. And your trait is Tear Open the Gates. So bridge officer anomalies spawn lost souls that last for 30 seconds and deal physical damage. They ignore shields to a random or nearby foe up to twice per up to twice per second, 12 maximum souls. I wonder if we can slot that in just for a laugh. Tell you what, yeah, we'll slot it in there, shall we? So, what's it called again? I've forgotten what it's called now. So, tear open the gate. So, Promise of Frosty, we'll move that, and we'll go for tear open the gate, shall we? She's got to be here somewhere. There we go. Tear open the gates. So we'll slot that in, and we'll see how that performs. So I've got the hull up to 85,965. So the 4 rear, right and left shields, 20,729. The resists, mid-30s. I can live with that, to be honest with you. That's not bad. I quite like that. That's not bad. The accuracy rating, 89.8. I'd like that to be better, but, you know. Critical chance, 45.4%. And critical severity, 197.7%. Now, I was going to take you to the ship's doctor. Ship's doctor? What is this with the ship's doctor? The ship's tailor. I was going to go down and show you this ship in the ship's tailor, but there's absolutely no point, because there's nothing on this ship. There's no variation that you can put on it. It's just what you see is what you get. I think there's a few window changes on there, but that was about it. Now the bridge. Now I went to bridge and I were expecting to see, Fek'ihri chains and all sorts of torturing devices all over the bridge, but no, it was the bog standard bridge that comes with these free event ships, so nothing there to see either. Oh, and before we take her into harm's way, just some very important information for you. Now then, for those of you who are not aware, if you go into the promotions tab in the JeSter, you will see that you're able to claim some happy holiday upgrades. Now be quick, because as of today you've only got 3 days and 3 hours and 51 minutes to claim them, but they're free, so you may as well get them. Also, you can pick up a black tribble alert, but tribbles are more trouble than... Anyway, not a good joke. I started and I'd regretted it as soon as I'd started down that road. But anyhow, but yeah, go into the promotions tab and pick up your happy holiday upgrades. Don't forget there is a sale going on as well. And again, as of today, you've only got a day to get in there. It's 35% sale. So if you're looking to pick up the 12th anniversary bundles, or the 10th or the 11th, I think they're here somewhere. Yeah, we've got 1 day and 3 hours and 51 minutes to do that. So I thought I'd just mention that. Definitely the free stuff. Yeah, don't forget to pick up those in the promotions tab. I've lost them. Where are they? There they are. Though. Yeah, so don't forget to pick those up. So let's now take her into harm's way. And I'll tell you what, let's do a timed Japori run as well. Because we haven't done one of them for a while, have we? And yeah, if you can better my times for the Japori run, let me know. So here we are on the Japori run. And as always, the timer will start when I hit the continue button. And we have 3 minutes and 26 seconds to beat, which was set by the La Sirena Heavy Raider some time ago. So, hold on to your hats. Here we go. Well, I have to say, I really enjoyed that little session there. This little ship certainly is fun to fly. Now, strangely enough, it took me 3 minutes 14 seconds to clear the map on this occasion, and this was with the free event ship. Now, when you put that into comparison with the Lacerane Heavy Raider, which was 3 minutes 26, and that is a lockbox ship, a premium ship, then you can see that the comparison between these two ships is, you know, very similar. Now, of course, yeah, you could argue, well, it's the pilot, it's me that's piloting them differently, but it's the same pilot, and yes, I did exactly, or more or less, the same things with the Lacerane run as I did with this one, and this one cleared the map quicker. Yeah, really impressive. A good 12 seconds quicker, actually, with the anti-proton build. So I'm really impressed with it. And for me, that's saying something, because I really don't like these Fek'ihri ships, to be honest with you. But this one, yeah, I quite like it. In fact, I'm thinking of devoting a alien character to these ships. Yeah, I think it'll go really well. That, and of course, yeah, I am doing a Marvel themed character build at present. So if you see my Doctor Strange or my Spider-Man or my She-Hulk or Hulk running about the screen, give me a shout and say hi. That'd go down well. But for now, yeah, I think I'll leave you with this. I think it's an excellent little ship, and for nothing, for free, if you can still get it. Don't forget, you've got to the 5th of January to claim it. Well, you'll have to enjoy the winter events first, of course, and partake in those to get them. And I'll leave a link below on how you can, on what events you can partake in to pick this ship up. But for now, before I go, I think this will be the last review of 2022, so I'd like to wish you all a very happy new year for 2023, and let's hope we get some decent ships for next year. I'm sure we will. Hopefully I'll be back in the new year with some new reviews for you. And yeah, and don't forget, if you like these reviews, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me, because that does help the channel. And yeah, inspires me to carry on as well. Yeah, and give us a like as well, because that also makes my day. And as always, talking of days, yes, I'll leave you to the rest of yours. So until next time, this is JeSter, signing off.
There is no escape. You have 8 Earth minutes left.
From this time forward, you will service us.
He tasks me, and I shall have him.